Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sabelo here, and I'm back with the updates of the previous week as promised. And before we get into the updates of the previous week, I just want to put it out there that it has been a really, really challenging week. Not in terms of the markets only. It was not a losing week, it was a profitable week, but then there were some jinx to the entire thingy, and I'm going to be breaking it down in the video. So make sure that you watch throughout the video so that you can get at the exact follow-up as to what exactly happened the previous week. And not only the market was crazy, I also lost the entire operating system of my PC. So I lost everything. That was on my laptop. It simply factory resetted to the factory version. So yeah, that is why some of my videos no longer have the intro and the outros. But I'm going to be making sure that by the end of this week, everything is going to be back to normal. It's going to be properly updated, and I'm going to be giving you proper videos going forward. And make sure that you subscribe and you like the channel. I'm going to be dropping some valuable content throughout the course of the next 3 weeks. I'm going to be releasing content more often during these 3 weeks. With that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, guys, so now let's just quickly jump into our trading view, and then I'm going to give you a quick recap of the previous week. Just as I mentioned, that it has been a very, very crazy week um, in terms of the psychology. Yeah, and as the trades that we were looking at, it was it was AUD CAD and USD CAD. Okay, so let me just get to AUD CAD real quick. AUD CAD. Okay, so as you can see on our previous analysis, um, for the previous week, we were anticipating to buy a UDCAD around this region. So we were waiting for price action. Okay, I think it was, yeah, it was something like this. Okay, and then what happened, as you can see on the screen, we took the trade. I executed the trade. I shared the signal with my community as well, and then we took the trade. And then what ended up happening is I saw this pin bar rejecting this area, this pin bar right here, as you can see. So we ended up closing this position, and that happened to be the biggest mistake of the week, as it set a very horrible tone for the week, as we ended up missing on this entire movement from this zone all the way to where we were anticipating our take profit. So that would have been an easy 90 pip um from the previous analysis that I shared with you all. And as you can see that our stop loss was below this area right here, which was our previous significant zone before the news release. And yeah, we ended up missing on that 90 pips when it comes to AUD CAD, and that was a very, very horrible start towards my week, towards my previous week, or our previous week. And yeah, as you can see, that we didn't lose any money, but we missed out on a lot of money. And personally, that actually hurts more than losing a trade for me. Missing on trade opportunities like this based on such silly mistakes, because my stop loss was there, my take profit was there. I should have just let the trade run. um, yeah, the stop loss is there for a reason. It's basically saying that that is the amount you're willing to lose, and I was okay with that. So yeah, but then things like this happen from time to time. You just need to remind yourself of your trading plan, and make sure that next time you do not make the very same mistake. Okay, and then Before I move on to USDcad, I'm just gonna share with you all also the fundamental the fundamental that we traded the previous week. Okay, so the first one, it was CPI, if I remember correctly. Yes. So the first fundamental we traded, it was CPI right here. Okay. So the pair that we traded for CPI, it was Euro, USD. Okay. The pair that we traded was Euro USD. Okay. I'm going to also leave those details on the screen as well. But then for me personally, I ended up taking an L on the trade, but one member from my community actually made about 80% of her trading account, as you can see on the screen. Yeah, so we bought around this. I think it's the market was around this region right here. Okay, yeah, the 14 June. Yeah, it was somewhere around this region. Okay, yeah, so we bought somewhere around here. We bought and then the market shoot up and then it came back down. If not here, okay, wait. 14 June. What time was it? Okay. Oh, my bad. It was 13 June, half two. Okay, so where is 13 June, half two? 13 June. Yeah, around this area. So as you can see, yeah. So we bought right here and then the market pushed from this area to that area and then she was able to make about 80% of her trading account. Okay. And then yeah, I was kicked out by rejection, as you can see on the screen. And then moving forward, the next event that we traded um okay, the next event that we're anticipating to trade was FOMC. And then just yeah, just like I explained, this week has been a very, very weird week. It was very challenging for me when it comes to the psychology part. Okay. So I ended up not sending this signal to my community. But then I took I took a sell on gold. Okay. I took a short on gold. Okay, was it FOMC 14 8 p.m. FOMC 14. Okay, as you can see, we were around this area right here, this region. I took a shot and then boom, this huge move to the downside. I was able to take my initial account, um, yeah, and from 250 to 800 rand, and that was a profitable trade. I was happy with that, though I risked less based on the previous incidents of the CPI. I was anticipating um some rejections too on the FOMC, but then sadly it ended up playing properly, and I regretted not sharing that signal with my community. But yeah, that was that. Okay, and then the last fundamentals we traded for last week, which was AUD employment change, and yeah, so we ended up taking an L on it was AUD USD, took an L on the AUD employment change. The market was around, it was around this area. Yeah, it was around here. Yeah, it was around this region right here. And then I was anticipating a continuation to the downside from this area. As you can see that this was a significant area and the market had recently came back, came below this region from the FOMC. Okay, and then what ended up happening, the market ended up shooting all the way to the upside, and then that wrapped up our fundamental trades for the week. As you can see, based on all of this and the risk management, it was an overall, it was a profitable week. But for me personally, it was a very odd week. It was a challenging week fundamentally, as you can see. Okay, and then before we wrap up, let's look at our USD CAD based on the analysis that I shared with you all. the previous week. Okay, so here when it comes to USD CAD, we ended up not taking any trades as I was anticipating that this market is going to push to the upside. This was my anticipation, a break of this structure and then retest and then a continuation to the upside. But then, as you can see, this is how the market ended up uh, playing this entire movement. So we respected this area, which has been previously respected. This was our resistance. And then it was also respected here. And then after that touch, as you can see, what followed that huge push to the downside. So based on everything that was going on the previous week, I just decided to to not take this trade. Yeah. So as my original bias was bullish and then the market had a bearish bias, I ended up not taking any more trades of the previous week. Overall, it was a profitable week, but yeah, it was a very, very challenging week for me in terms of the psychology. And yeah, with that being said, I'll definitely see you on the next video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you all. See you next time.